Alright, so today is a spring cleaning day, and my spring cleaning project has been the garage. Our garage is many things. What it's not is a typical garage. It does not get used for housing vehicles or even working on them. It is a multi-purpose workspace, whether it's a butcher station, play space for us grown-ups, because even grown-ups need to have a good time. But I want to show you what I've done for it so far. So first is our butcher station. So I've got my freezer here for the extra meat, conveniently right next to our butcher block. This here, originally we put together as a sawhorse, but also to double as an extra work surface for whatever we've got going on, whether it's potting plants, laying out first for scraping before we process them, whatever. So I've got this set up here for all of our yard tools. We picked up a bunch of pallets last year to stack our wood on, and this is one of them that we grabbed. Now, it's got such wide spacing, it doesn't work very well to be stacking wood on. So I screwed it to the wall to hold all our rakes, shovels, brooms, maul, whatever we need. So that way they're put away, I'm not tripping over them or having to move them somewhere every time I gotta get something. And then we've got a cabinet we picked up for free. It's just got our random kind of hand tools and stuff like that in there. And then on this side, see, now I say it's important for kids to have play space in the yard. Well, us grown-ups need some play space too. So this is what our garage is mainly for. And then over here is another work surface. This was already here when we moved in, and we just kind of kept it. So I've got to clean the chainsaw. It's full of sawdust and oil and stuff. So that needs to be cleaned, put back together, sharpened. But yeah, one spring cleaning project down. I was mostly concerned about the butcher station. We still have a little over a month before these rabbits are ready to butcher, but I wanted to make sure everything was in place and ready to go for it. The thing we got done, not today, but the last couple days, is some stuff here in the garden. So these buckets here are going to be for the kids' garden. They said they wanted to grow their own. And I told them, if you show me that you can take care of your own garden when they're in these buckets, then I will rip up some more sod and give them their own little place in the garden. So that's what these are for. I got to pull these apart still and fill them. So here we planted, oh, what's this? I wonder, it's only been a couple days. That can't really be a sprout. No, I think that's just grass. We put some greens in this one here. I did spinach, Swiss chard, radish, and romaine. Swiss chard, I've never had it. So that'll be, until we taste it, that'll probably be the only planting of Swiss chard that we do. But I thought, hey, we got the seeds for free. We might as well try it. I've never had it. Couldn't hurt. Another thing we did, we got the corn planted. So all these mounds are planted with 4 corn seeds in each one. Now, and if you're from Wisconsin, you're probably thinking, girl, you're way too early. But doing the Three Sisters method, if I wait any longer, by the time the squash gets put in, it will not be mature enough and ready to harvest before our first frost comes. So I'm going to chance it. If we're supposed to get a frost, I'll cover them up, do my best, but we're going to throw the dice on this one. So, and potatoes are planted. You can't really tell because we just did it. But there are 6 seed potatoes in each bucket, which I know is not going to be enough for the amount of potatoes that we go through. But we'll see how it goes. The potato bed is also ready. I cleaned out from under the rabbit cages and I got enough to finish laying it all out across the bed. And I put up some more of this old fencing to trellis / cage the tomatoes. So what I'm going to do is, as the tomatoes grow, I'm going to weave their branches through the fencing. And hopefully give them the support they need. I'm thinking I could fit 5 tomato plants with this curved piece of fencing. I could do 1 here on the edge, on the inside of the curve. I could do 1 in the middle, and then 1 here on the outer edge. And then around the back side, I could do 1 in each corner. And I'm hoping that'll be enough space for each, but also enough support for each that they'll stand upright instead of falling over like they did last year. And it'll be the same with each one. I've got 3 sets. So I've got another curved fencing piece here, as well as this one. So that should be enough for what we've got. If we end up with a couple extra, then I can scatter them out. And then in between, we're going to plant carrots. So that's the plan for this. Our first strawberry bloom. These are wild strawberries that we brought with us from the last house we rented. They had strawberries growing like weeds all over the place. So wild strawberries are much smaller, and they are kind of going everywhere. So we've got them here. They're growing here. And they're traveling all the way this way. They've even made their way outside the fence, which is fine by me. I'm just going to let them take off. The only thing I'm going to keep them out of is the beds, the actual garden beds. Here's some more. Look, he made it all the way over here. So I'm hoping they'll just take off and take over the yard. It'll be like a little Easter egg hunt, trying to find strawberries. We've got other signs of spring that I'll show you. Apple trees are blossoming. Look at those beautiful things. They're so pretty and pink. Look at that. That one's opening up. So I am super excited. This is our biggest apple tree, and it is loaded with blossoms. So apples are coming in. I'm a little nervous because I think it's Sunday night or Monday night. It's supposed to drop down to 27 or 28. So we'll see if that doesn't knock some of these off. Last year we had a hard frost that took out my tomatoes mid-May, and the apples still did fine. So we'll see. But yay, apple trees. And even our youngest apple tree is putting on blossom. So this will be the first year that it produces. I love spring. The rabbits are doing good. All these babies. Look at you. You're growing so fast. So they're about 6 weeks old now. Couple more weeks and it'll be time to take them from mama. This girl's a smaller rabbit, so we might give her up to 2 weeks before we rebreed her. Just give her a little more time to recover, and she did have a bigger litter. So, but everyone's growing. Gosh, you guys are so pretty. Except for that poop you got stuck on your fur. Cochino. These babies are doing good. Well, hi there, pretty. This one is my absolute favorite. She looks like she's got makeup on. She's got red fur around the top of her eyes. I call her a her because she seems smaller than a lot of the other ones, so I think she's going to be a girl. If she is, we're going to save her as a breeder. If she's not, I'm going to have a hard time butchering it because I really like it. It's not skittish. And she's just so pretty. But they're doing good. About 6 more weeks and they'll be ready to butcher. But that's just because I'm not good at sexing rabbits and I want to wait till they mature and start developing. So that way I know for sure. They might reach butcher size, weight-wise, before then. But everyone's doing good, huh? Loving springtime. And then here's Miss Mama. She should be having babies by the end of the month. So we keep it going.